kopem say NPP for no betu so nipa ba kwa ye de no ebe ko as flag bearer no each and every day bia no analysis for politicians for more ma obi abeba be Canada obi abeba be kire na adwen na no nipa ba kwa ono so abekire na adwen Joshua Zato ono so ba amanyosem ni mu a wakwadre ye pa ewom na ne nyina asem a mo nyina eka efa ho a esi ano ene amanyofo etena semoni show ahodo so any TV stations or radio stations ahodo so na so mo kasa we all look straight to the new patriotic party. This is the first time I who say party opposition a omugu so omo trend because the ombe bia no edensem eba emamafo enye bi eka ewo ho na ye the graph bi ebe to so na machechirem kakra de amansana yakotie ensem ankofo eka efa sa enkofo enumi na ohwa voters preference for NPP leadership in 2028. Wow, that means Patrick Boama, Honorable Patrick Boama so crash ho ana wate loki but ono akasa no o share dan expose ne ho ase o share wan kona bi ase wa loki bi dan nkofo ye omuti epie eto hwe baomia ne vote ana ase gidi ankofo ewo ne mu se sia ne fa ne se omu vote enti ye hwe gidie ankofo arehemu a ewo ankofo nya ewo san ankofo 5 emu enie enti baomia kita 56% enie ne tikika still na okonanim Kennedy etato gidi kra ohine Japan ono so ewo 23% asana ya wadi twum ya wadi twum etoso miensa 9% ekro de toso miensa gidi pa Patrick Boama ono so atwinity enye fourth position wono obo pampe eweteye 4% ana Brian Champon ekita 3% enti no others no we are hope is bia obi foforo so betwinity epia bibia timisi say NPP party ni de de bia bibi foforo esi enti along the way no obi foforo so twinity so no so pese on standing for air flag bearership race na de na county so far wo hwe eye chat ya that screen so an say ba omia LED ana Kennedy edi nachi pampe omumienu na sesi ano red line no esi omoso ewo NPP amanyoko because the last rainy day we all know said they are there to try their lucks because this is their first time omotra Kennedy will try first one and koye second one no we are hoping sesi prophecy sababa be ba bontene dey na say gidie kakra efie chire ba eti no abisa yenkotie senia amanyofo etena se na omosema omoka nyina ene se sankofo num ya ye de omo chat to so ema wo hu senia ne ma asiko no ono de nipa ba ko a oye well experienced e ka se experience obi onim de no bibi onim se sei na tie ye ni se ebefa wako bibi muda obi owo nim de wo bibi ho nipa wo se fatapa Dr. Mahmoud Baumia obi ba JK hands down anya ono a wo makani nyina they should back off because Baumia wa bon hu modern ye hwe previous years a woni ye man panyina den na da kwekufado anante ene campaign no senior papa e bon hu modern ene niema bia oye pa ntimi ankoyi amane dia o deserve second chance this time around Ghana for ede to me no ebe hye nsa ebuza yentie senior analysis etimi ede to da owura Joshua Zato.
But Dr. Baumia has gone to 70. The last NPP elections, he eventually won by about 64. Now he's gone to 70. Where did he get those numbers from? It is from that camp. It's from that bucket.
The Ken camp.
The Ken camp. So that is the problem now. You have to look at those people are coming back to the party, but they are not breaking for Ken. They are breaking for Baumia.
Is that what Dr. Baumia is saying?
That is what the data is saying.
The data.
The data. I'm just quoting the data directly. If you want the specific data, I can show you the specific data that is saying that. Okay, this is what Musa Dakwa said. Breaking news: DMB extends its lead, saved by NEC and NPP voters who did not vote in 2024, split with 41 with 40. That demographic, the insurgent demographic, should be breaking for Ken, but they are breaking for Bawumia. And that poses a big problem. That is why you see that his numbers have dropped from the 30 to 23 or to 20s.
That's Ken.
That's Ken numbers.
23.
And that is why you've seen that Bawumia's numbers have gone up. There's a reason. So the question now, if I was the Ken campaign, is like, why? Why am I losing this block? And if you are the Bawumia campaign, why am I gaining this block? Because that becomes important. Now, as I said, this is more a quantitative research. Now we can now begin to, I think that is part of what we have to do. What is happening? Dr. Bawumia is seriously eating Ken Agyapong's lunch. But he's not just eating, he's devouring it. He took the guy's lunch, divided it in two, he's finished eating that, right? He's likely going to come for them. Why? Why is he eating Ken's lunch? Is it because NPP voters have listened to what President Kufuor said? The admonition given by President Kufuor, because part of this happened during the time Kufuor was making those comments, that we need to come home, that you need to eschew tribalism, you need to eschew arrogance, you need to eschew religious intolerance. Are the NPP voters listening? Did they listen to Kufuor? And have they listened? And because of that, are they breaking for Bawumia? Two, are they listening to Bawumia himself when he said that since 1982, every president has handed over to somebody he has defeated? Rawlings handed over to Kufuor, whom he defeated. Kufuor handed over to Mills, whom he defeated. Well, we know what happened with Professor Mills and that. But still, His Excellency.
So that is an exception. It cannot be true. That every president, the word every.
But I just said that the guy, unfortunately, he died. So
yeah, so he didn't pass over to. It's an exception.
Yeah. Okay. Almost every president handed over, or let me say 90% of the presidents handed over to the people when they were alive and to hand over. Because if the guy is there, he's not even there to hand over. I didn't want to belate at that point. But probably if he was there to hand over, he would have handed over to, because that's what the statistics say. The statistics say that if he was there and handed over, he could have handed over to somebody that he's there. Okay, then Professor Mahama defeated Nanado, and Nanado defeated Bahano, and they handed over to him. So if you are looking at either from a trend analysis, or if you are looking at it from the data indicates that His Excellency John Dramani will hand over to somebody he defeated, who is Dr. Bawumia. That is the argument that Bawumia is making. So those are two arguments. Then NPP members from the Africa policy lens have said that they don't like people who are arrogant. They like unifiers. They like people who are honest.
Who owns the Africa policy lens? You keep mentioning it.
It's a poll. It was all over the place last week.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen it. I'm quoting a
Send me their
poll.
poll outcome. Please go ahead. Africa policy lens. Let's continue.
They don't like voters who are arrogant, candidates who are arrogant. They don't like candidates who are tribalistic. They don't like candidates who are not unifiers. And then they said, the same poll said that the voters see His Excellency Dr. Bawumia as the most experienced guy, as the most intelligent guy, as the unifier. They see him that with his humility, and his experience, and his knowledge, that he has what it takes to unite the party and to take the fight to the NPP. They see him as the heir apparent to President Mahama, and they have confidence in his leadership. That confidence is again being shown in both polls, in both global and financial, that all NPP members and even general election voters that they've asked have said that we see in him as a man who is a presidential material. We see in him as the man who we think can beat the NPP. We see in him as the man who is smart, who is intelligent, who is hardworking, who has got practical policies that he's professed that can help people move forward.
Esi anobia kase Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ono ana osefata say 2028 abato no MPP for no is our experience no wonim die no my fan share team say am na first chance was no enti second one we so betoto na se enti na was eni kwase Ghana for your drinks enti senia omo ye mpense mu wa memmu enim senia emra na tie ene 1992 constitution. They know and there was a echo so be a PM say or person standing for a president. A penny for years you mu a more edinema go aquemuno. They've realized say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and a right person at the ma on my concrete Ghana. Aye, and the info on my concrete Ghana in Sincha, the right person for now, no, and the new patriotic party, say MPP for no, a bit immediate, she a guacum no more choosing na afe or more a you on what to me as standing in as president elect ede ama eye NPP amanyukuo no na ne ode nani monyam ene nim de ne rich ideas no watimi ede akonanima akopiem ewo abatuo ni mu. We are all hoping and waiting. Ye wa atwen yemu ese 2026 31st January omo prime minister no beto dwane ye hu nipa ode franka no eko no as time goes on no enim say NPP for now they are still trending. Any update bia no me baba besum e inaxPlus eso.